Welcome back to my channel, USA Roloff Farm TV. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Audrey Roloff breaks social media silence with lessons learned. Audrey Roloff, formerly on Little People Big World, LPBW, took a break from social media, and her last post on her profile page came on February 12th. Well, she's back, and she broke her silence by talking about the lessons she took from the hiatus. Audrey Roloff spends a lot of time on social media, and she often picks up criticism for that. Additionally, she seems to use her children for clicks, which annoys a lot of people. So, it seems surprising that she actually took a break. On March 12th, upon her return, the TLC alum posted a photo on Instagram of herself with the kids and her husband, Jeremy Roloff. They were at their cabin in the woods that they found when they searched for a farm to buy. In her extremely long caption, Audrey told her Little People Big World fans all about the kids enjoying a snowy vacation. I realized how important it is for me to put my phone completely away during that window, she said, when talking about spending more time with the kids at bedtime. Another thing that the LPBW alum learned was that taking a break from social media is doable. She added, "This time off has been so good for me as a mom, wife, friend, and even in my creative capacity for work. Good things happen when people put their phones down and spend time with their loved ones." Fans react in the discussion area. Of course, now that Audrey is back, she promised to continue doing their podcast and get back to social media. However, she intends to keep on making some time when she's phone-free. One follower reacted by saying, "Welcome back! Missed you, but also am so grateful you had this special time with your family. I love the no phone rule before bedtime." Other Little People Big World fans also wanted to say something in the comments of Audrey Roloff's post. Here are a few of them. "Missed your sweet faces, but sounds like it was a much-needed refreshing break. Glad you had a break. Looks like a good time. Nothing better than a good old month off IG. I was just thinking the other day, I haven't seen your post in a while, so nice to see you're still here. Family time and memories are a blessing. So glad you're back. One of my favorite accounts on here. Do you agree that walking away from your phone and social media is sometimes a very good idea? Did you ever do that? Let us know in the comments below, and come back here often for all your Little People Big World cast news and updates. LPBW, Audrey gets candid about Phil Matt's super unreasonable farm deal, admits the land ruined their family. Little People Big World star Audrey Roloff just threw a major shade at her father-in-law, Matt Roloff. She discussed her and Jeremy's feelings about being unable to negotiate a deal with the latter. The LPBW star opened up about everything that happened during the family feud. For years, fans of the series witnessed the tensions in the Roloff family. Matt's decision not to sell the property to his children led to several years of drama and conflicts. Eventually, Jeremy and Audrey gave up on their dream of building a new life for themselves. They chose to keep a distance from Matt and all the drama. Do Jeremy and Audrey still regret not fighting hard? What do they think about the whole family drama? Does Audrey still blame Matt for everything? LPBW, Audrey Jeremy's latest dynamics with Matt explained. LPBW stars. Audrey and Jeremy always believed that they would get to live on the Roloff property forever. Hence, the couple made a deal with Matt when they thought it was the right time. However, the latter crushed his son and daughter-in-law's dream when he refused to sell them the property. Jeremy and Audrey struggled for several years to negotiate a deal and live with the family on the property. They ultimately distanced themselves from the family when things didn't work out in their favor. The TLC stars were mad at Matt for several years. Audrey and Jeremy slowly accepted their fate and started visiting the farm again. They reconciled with Matt and occasionally took the kids to their grandpa. Fans loved to see that the couple didn't hold grudges with the latter. LPBW, Audrey calls out Matt for his super unreasonable farm deal. Audrey Roloff just returned to social media after her latest detox. She is active on Instagram again and answering her fans' questions. Recently, the LPBW star started a Quanda session to answer the most anticipated question. Hence, a fan wanted to know if Audrey and Jeremy ever wished to have fought harder for the family property. She stated, "I feel like we fought as hard as we could for it at the time." She also felt everything panned out exactly what it was supposed to be. The Little People Big World star was glad to be at a place with her husband where they should be. Another fan also asked whether Jeremy's dad was super reasonable during the whole family farm deal situation. Audrey told her fans that they don't have the full context of what exactly happened during the situation. However, she thinks everyone who has lands in their family knows that money doesn't ruin families like lands do. Audrey had no complaints or regrets about anything. Moreover, she was glad with the final outcome and people after all the drama. Jeremy and Audrey still respect Matt a lot and support him in every decision. They don't keep their children away from their grandpa because of all the family tensions. Fans now hope that the show's cancellation will bring the whole family together once again. What do you think about Audrey's opinions? Keep coming back to TV season spoilers for more tea on Jeremy and Audrey's dynamics with Matt. LPBW. Tori wants a solo show with her family, shades TLC for curating drama on Little People Big World. Tori and Zach Roloff from Little People Big World, or LPBW, made their stance very clear regarding the family feud. The farm negotiation was not going in their favor, with Matt Roloff hurting them so badly that they moved from Oregon to Washington. They have been living their life in a little slice of heaven, a $1 million mansion where they have been coming up with farm-like activities to make it feel like home. Everyone already had a feeling that LPBW Season 25 would be the last one. The Roloffs weren't getting along the way they used to. Many cast members had already left the show because of the feud and religioning their purpose. Well, Tori Roloff has finally spoken up about if she would ever enter the reality TV realm again. While doing so, she took a massive dig at the network. What did she say? LPBW, Tori Zach Roloff started a podcast. When Little People Big World fans found out that LPBW Season 25 would be the last one, they were devastated. They would often tune into the show only to see Zach and Tori's adorable kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. But things changed after they documented the farm feud. Tori announced they would no longer star in more seasons and began to focus on other aspects. One of them was starting a podcast. Tori and Zach introduced everyone to their show, Raising Heights. In it, they talk about a lot of things, but it is mostly about creating awareness about dwarfism. They also discuss their life as an average height, little person couple and parenting their kids, who all have dwarfism. Viewers have been loving their insightful take and often tune in to listen to their episodes keenly. LPBW. Tori takes a dig at TLC for changing their focus on the show from awareness to drama, wants a spin-off. Tori Roloff is the LPBW cast member with the most followers on Instagram. It's because she likes to remain authentic and often speaks her truth. Even during the farm feud fiasco, she and Zach often shared their side of the story with brutal honesty and how they had decided to take things on. It was clear that the filming for the show was also taking a toll on them, so they decided it would be better to quit. Well, During an Ask Anything session with the fans, someone wanted to know if Tori and Zach would ever consider filming the show again. The former responded that she wouldn't mind doing the show if it was solely focused on her family, that is, her and Zach and their 3 kids. But she acknowledged that perhaps they were not interesting on their own to keep the show running further. However, if they ever think of filming again, Tori and Zach would want to circle back to what the original purpose of the show was. It was spreading awareness about dwarfism. It looked like it was the former star's way of taking a dig at TLC for shifting its focus on the family drama instead of the original intention of the show. Some supported the star and understood where she was coming from. Grown Up, Little People, Big World was canceled after season 25. As a result, viewers have not gotten to see as many updates about Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff's kids as they would like. However, based on the most recent updates making the rounds, Lila Roloff looks unrecognizable all grown up.